Hey Taurus, it's Nicola. So this is your July 2020 monthly reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Give me one card of guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for July 2020. Give me one card of guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. So I'm going to take these two that fell up. I feel like it's, oh, I just knew it was more than three. All right. I mean, more than two. So it's three. Let's read these three. I already picked them up, so I'm going with it. So we got the King. Okay, King. You know what I'm saying? I forgot who else had this. I can't remember because my brain shuts down when I'm reading. The King. If our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human experience, the King presides over it all. Through the lens of the King, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the King must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the King. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you toward peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. There is not much middle ground. Some think of the King as the ultimate expression of the ego, yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from the egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. When in light, this card represents benevolence, divine leadership, I feel like I said it wrong, but whatever, service and nobility. But when in dark, this represents oppression, misuse of power, and corruption. Okay, so we have the underworld. $159. Okay. This is no time to mince words. The archetypal territory of the underworld is fraught with nightmare, suffering, and pain. It is the darkest shadow realm which we try vigilantly to avoid or deny at any cost. Try as we might, the darkness pulls us into its depths through disturbing dream images, unexpected accidents, illness, war, conflict, and ultimately death. Not visiting the underworld or denying its existence altogether is what gives it dangerous power. Traversing it forces us to bow humbly to the greatest forces that be, while summoning the inner strength we previously underestimated. Take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, soldiers of light amid our shadowy times. Facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. So when in light, this represents bravery, depth, facing of deepest secrets. When in dark, this represents denial, suppression, evil, and unconsciousness. Whew, Lord. So let's see. Some of you guys are about to go through some sort of storm with someone that may not have the best intentions. So be aware of that. So we got the storm here. 157. Just right before this one. Okay. Possessing an energy much like the Tarot's Tower card, the storm undoes all that is. Everything that was solid, known, and relied upon is stripped away by the winds of fate. The grounds become the sky becomes the center, and then the center disappears. The storm is a great equalizer. No matter how far we've come on the path, no matter our age, wealth, or wisdom, we can't hide from its savage winds. Their disturbing howls stir anxiety and make it impossible to see and think straight. You must wait it out. If you try to fight the storm, you will lose. A better option is to seek temporary shelter and a reliable friend. When all else fails, go within. There, for a moment, you settle into the eye of the storm. So when in light, this is meaningful obliteration and annihilation. But when in dark, this is meaningless disorder and dysfunction. So some of you guys are going to have to get away. You're going to have to take control. With a king in the underworld, somebody has some not so good motives for you, okay? So you're going to have to put your foot down. And I feel like last week, I'm going to be real with you, last week, for the weekly read for Taurus, that was the name of the reading. It was putting your foot down. But I feel like for some of you guys, that may not have happened. Okay? Because this is moving into July with that energy. And this is a general read. This isn't even love, so I don't know what this is about. Let's see what messages we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is for July 2020. What messages, what guidance do we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Hold on, y'all. I know you're not in here. Go sit down.
I already took your time.
What I just tell you? I'm working. You think I'm worried about a charger right now? Okay, have a seat, son. Thank you. So let's see what messages we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for July 2020. What messages, what guidance do we have? This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for July 2020. What messages, what guidance do we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Whew. Some of you guys, this is something that you've been investing in. So this could be at work. Y'all fighting? Hold on one second, y'all. Alright, so let's see what messages we have. Like I said, some of you guys, you're unhappy with something that you invested or something that you've been working on. 10 Pentacles here. This could have to do with money. If not money, now there's not a lack here. 10 Pentacles is wealth. So I feel like if whatever work you've put in, the reward is 10 Pentacles, no doubt. Knight of Swords here, but I feel like for some of you guys, there's something you're angry about here. It's creating anxiety. It's creating anxiety, feelings of restrictions. I feel like you're going to gain some clarity to the situation, especially if you've been nurturing this situation. It's going to balance out. I feel like you just need to see the bigger picture. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're dealing with a lot of fear. Now we got Leo energy here. We have Aquarius energy here. We have the Devil energy here of Capricorn. We also have the Cancerian energy of the Chariot. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you were at one time disappointed within something. Keep going. You were at one time, they doing push-ups because they can't stop fighting. They got too much energy, so burn it off. All right, so I feel like at one point in time you may have been restricted by your own thoughts, maybe of your own worth. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you're moving toward, if you were having some problems financially, there is a lot of abundance here. Okay, 10 Pentacles here. We got all high Pentacles. Nothing below the 6 of Pentacles here. With the Queen of Pentacles, this is something that you nurtured. I feel like you're nurturing your own foundation. I feel like you're clearly moving forward mentally. You're needing to gain control of those thoughts. 9 of Swords to the 8 of Swords, you're allowing your anxiety to keep you trapped when clearly you have nurtured some adjustments within your path. I feel like with the star energy, you do need to see the bigger picture, especially if you're looking at things from a 3D perspective, from a keep going, y'all want to fight from a 3D perspective. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you really need to be in a space of, again, seeing the bigger picture. I feel like you're on the right path, but you have a fear if you're gonna have victory, and you are. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, shitting me. Shitting me. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna have victory. Hold on a second, y'all. All right, so I don't know what I was saying, but anyway. Teenage boys, man. All right, so let's clarify. I'm only going to clarify what is not within high vibration. I feel like with this Knight of Swords, I do feel like there's some messages coming in. Some of you guys could be in a space of being angry, wanting to take action. I feel like you're anxious about something that you feel is an interference here. So you are in the space of really retreating. I feel like you're coming in to bring truth to your own energy so that you can have victory. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you guys, there has been some interferences. The interferences may have been a relationship, or it may be a decision that you need to make from your heart. So we have the 8 of Swords here, Knight of Wands here. I feel like there's some restrictions in moving forward. Someone has a desire to move forward, but someone's not confident. I feel like someone has to gain their independence from their own mindset. Be confident. So this 8 of Swords, this lack of whatever, this comes from, I mean, this 8 of Swords, this feeling restricted, this feeling of being stuck. This comes from your lack of confidence, of creating a path. But you're going to see clearly that you've already been in the space of creating this. You're only restricting yourself. So, and if this isn't you, this is someone that you're dealing with, and you could be disappointed by that, trying to work through that. So why is this 9 of Swords here? So we have the star energy here. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. We got Aquarius twice here. Page of Cups here. There could be some growth that is happening here. Emotionally, you could be starting, or not emotionally, but maybe emotionally and as well as mentally, you could be starting to see things like shifting your perspective. Tower, going through these revelations. Tower, star here, Prince of Cups. Some of you guys could have some anxiety based off these feelings, these new feelings that you're incorporating that you may have at one point not been incorporating. Hermit here, I feel like you're starting to think more, you're starting to expand more. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you see the bigger picture, but why is this devil here? Now, granted, it could be Capricorn, but why is this devil here? I feel like this is you that are in a space of, I feel like there's some happy, you need to nurture the happy adjustments that are being made. See the bigger picture and remove the fear. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Now, some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn. There could be a new opportunity coming in. But for a lot of you guys, I feel like the Five of Pentacles under here, the change is what you're worried about. So there's a change that is happening. Nine Cups. The change is moving you toward emotional fulfillment, but there's a certain amount of fear that goes along with it. I feel like you need to understand that nurturing yourself during this process is a responsibility, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're not nurturing yourself. I feel like you're going to have victory moving forward, but mentally you're not nurturing yourself. I feel like you could be nurturing yourself physically, taking care of yourself, especially Taurus do that. Okay, we take care of ourselves. We just like to take care of ourselves. God damn. Smell good, feel good, be good. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this is about nurturing those thoughts and transforming that energy, mastering that anxiety, removing those restrictions. I feel like that is what needs to be nurtured. So you might got everything together, but mentally you need to be in a space of working toward overcoming. For some of you guys, there's a depression. If it's not depression, you just feel stuck emotionally and you're needing to move, away from that. So let's see what guidance we have with the general read. Then we're going to move to love. Okay. What guidance do we have for Taurus, Sun, and Rising, and Venus? What messages, what guidance do we have for Taurus, Sun, and Rising, and Venus? Okay, we got dream time, creation, communion, reflection. Some of you guys are very much inside of yourself, your higher self. Yeah, I told you, you're getting on a new path. So you're doing a lot of reflection. And I feel like the reflection might be creating some anxiety. But just be real. Especially if you have this new life that you have already created. With all that aces up under there, you may be living in this new existence now, but because you're so in your head about reflecting in the past, reflecting in the time that is something, reflecting in an event that is frozen in time, meaning you can't change what happened. No matter what the past is, once you see it, it's still a memory. It's something that is frozen in time. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like you need to create more of a higher vibration connection with your mind, meaning you're needed to be in a space of high vibration thoughts, training yourself to overcome those low vibration type of energies, those 3D type of energies that are based in fear, like creating this strong sense of harmony and grounding within yourself so that you can experience what you have created. All right, so let's move on to the love. What messages do we have in love? This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, this is for July 2020. What messages, what guidance do we have in love for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? This is for July 2020. Messages, guidance, and love for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And you are here, Taurus. So this is it, I think. Yeah, this is the read. These are the cards I will pull. Okay, so you're in your own reading, so this is definitely about you. Queen of Pentacles, Hierophant. This could be a feminine energy, or you could be in a space of really nurturing your beliefs around a situation. So I feel like for some of you guys, you're dealing with some sort of partnership. Three of Pentacles, three of Wands. Either you're dealing with multiple partners, or you're at a crossroads about a partnership that you're dealing with. Now, I feel like for a lot of you guys, the foundation and the energy can be coming into alignment, can be balancing out. Tower under here, I feel like all of a sudden there may be some sort of shift within a romantic connection. But I feel like it does require you to look at a situation sensibly or compassionately. So I don't know how you feel about that. And I say that because when you start talking about compassion, usually if you have to have compassion for someone, then there's an empathetic event that is surrounding that compassion. Like if me and you just sitting in a house and we both chilling watching TV, there's not a need for me to be compassionate to you unless I am doing something that could be possibly at the detriment of you, or say for instance I go and fix me a sandwich and just out of compassion choose to fix you one so that you don't have to move. But that's on a minimum scale. So whatever this is, that this situation that you're dealing with, I do feel like for a lot of you guys, it is about nurturing your beliefs, but also being sensible around some things. I do feel like there's something that is coming into motion with this Three of Pentacles. I feel like with the Three of Wands, the energy is coming into alignment. I feel like you do have to have patience moving forward. I feel like you just kind of need to stay grounded and balanced right now. Now we do have the Justice card here. It could be dealing with the Libra, could be dealing with the Taurus, with the Hierophant. This could be a legal contract, because these two represent legal contracts. So this could be dealing about a marriage. This could lead to a marriage. Could be at a crossroads about a marriage that you're dealing with, trying to see what you should, what decisions you should make about that. So Tower here with the Emperor. I feel like all of a sudden there's going to be some structure to a situation that maybe did not have structure previously. Okay, so let's tie in these romance angels. What messages, what guidance do we have for Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Venus? Okay, so the first one we have is flirt. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others. And with forgiving and learning, it says as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. Give me two more. Okay, that's not two more. Give me two more cards. We got finances and career. Past life relationship, take one more. Give your relationship a chance. So some of you guys, underlying energy, you have been waiting. You've been at a space of trying to have patience, trying to have divine timing within your love life. I do feel like that financial issues are a factor for you right now. You're dealing with a past life relationship, and there are some factors that are a problem here, but you're being prompt to work on your partnership. You're being told that right now, be sensible within your beliefs, or be sensible within your decisions, because what you desire is in fact worth waiting for. And I feel like there's going to be some sort of shift or tower moment that's going to help you to realize that. So this is all I have. Until next time.